Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our latest all-new edition of the Milford Informer. Once again, I am your host and Milford TV's Executive Director, Tim Coet. We hope you've had a great couple of weeks here as we get fully into the month of September. Everyone back to work, full speed ahead, back to school as well. And we have been keeping busy here at Milford TV as we always do. Just a quick update to all of our residents and all of our Milford TV viewers before we get into our coverage for tonight's edition of the Milford Informer. No doubt last week you saw the interruption in our channel services for a couple of days as we navigated some tricky issues with our system here within our Milford TV studios. But we're happy to say that we have been able to put that in the rearview mirror. We were able to get our channels back on the air by midweek last week, and we've been continuing to hold strong ever since. So we appreciate everyone's patience as we navigated those challenges last week, but we're happy to have everything back up and running. We had a normal slate of programming throughout the week this week, including all of our municipal coverage going live as normal and all of our sports coverage streaming live over on YouTube. So happy to be back to full strength, and again, we appreciate everyone in the community for their patience during a couple of tricky days here with our technical operations here at our Milford TV studios. But with that, we will move on to our slate of top stories for this week. We've got a couple of stories to bring you, including another all-new edition of our Biz Buzz series, which we will feature another one of our local businesses right here within Milford Square Plaza. But we will lead off the show this week with a very special event that's coming up here in the Milford community, coming up tomorrow if you're watching us on our premiere airtime, as we will have a very special commemoration of POW MIA Memorial Day tomorrow with a very touching ceremony that's scheduled over at the Italian American Veterans Hall. For more details on this, I had an opportunity to sit down for an interview with Bob Linney. Well, this week on the Milford Informer, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Bob Linney, who is the Senior Vice Commander of the Disabled American Veterans, here to talk to us about a very special event coming up in just a few short days here in the Milford community. Bob, so nice to have you with us. Welcome.
Tim, I want to say thank you for having me and giving us the opportunity to get the word out before the event happens.
So a really special event, the POW MIAA, I beg your pardon, POW MIA Memorial Day, which is coming up this weekend. We want to hear all the details on this, but Bob, this is obviously an emotional time of year. We're coming off of a week where we've just honored the latest anniversary of 9/11. Right. We certainly have Veterans Day coming right around the corner. It just seems to be a time of year to really take stock and really be grateful for everyone who has fought and sacrificed for this country. And so really it seems like an appropriate time of year to have an event like this.
It is, and although you don't know this, I personally have a lot of history with this particular holiday that goes back to when I was a senior in high school. When I give my presentation on Saturday, I always start my presentation with, let me tell you a story about my best friend who I never met. And that is as true can be, because Joseph P. Dunn, who was from Hingham, making a long story short, got shot down in the South China Sea. His wife, Maureen Dunn, happens to be the original founder of the National POW MIA organization. I invited her to our high school, Rockland High School, back in 1971 to give a presentation where she provided us with pictures of POWs, and we put up all over the school, and we did a letter writing campaign, and we sent 2,000 letters to Hanoi demanding the fair treatment of all of the POWs and releasing the names of anybody that may be on an MIA list. And that's how I got involved with this. And I have actually wore Joseph P. Dunn POW MIA bracelet for some 50 years now. Unfortunately, he was never found. He will not be found. So he will be an MIA for eternity. Maureen Dunn and their family about 5-6 years ago went over to Vietnam to the crash site where he was shot down. He was a Navy pilot and tried to go on a mission where they tried to find remains and didn't have any luck. And ultimately they believed that when he did get shot down, he ejected over the South China Sea, and they believe that he just never made it to land at that point in time. So ever since that point in time, this has been a near and dear subject to me, and I am honored and thrilled to death that I can be a part of it.
It's an emotional story, and obviously for any folks out there who may not be familiar with the meanings here, POW and MIA, maybe you can explain a little bit more of that for
Sure.
other folks at home.
POW is an abbreviation for prisoners of war, and MIA is missing in action, which is either way, neither body have come home. To this date. That's why one of the things too, like if you go down to Bourne National Cemetery, when you first walk in over by the visitor center, there is a memorial and a flagpole that is in honor of the POW MIA soldiers that never returned. And all of national cemeteries are like that, because that's why we're still here.
Yeah.
And I served myself in the Navy from 1972 to 1985. I was in Naval Air, and I tend to think that Joseph Dunn had a part in all of that. Like I said, he's been, for someone that hasn't been around, he's been a mentor to me.
Oh, that's incredible, and we of course thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
So this, POW MIA Memorial Day here in Milford will be happening on Saturday, September 16th. It's going to be hosted over at the Italian American Veterans Hall at 11 a.m. Is this the first time that Milford is holding an event like this?
As far as I know, it is. It may not, but I believe it's the first one that I'm aware of. We will have multiple speakers, although the whole ceremony in itself shouldn't take less than maybe 45 minutes. And one of the other nice things that we're doing right after the ceremony is right next to the flagpole is the post. And at the very entrance of the Italian American Vets Club, we are going to be setting up a POW MIA table at the front entrance as you come in. Sometimes you'll see them when you go into halls like the American Legion or the VFW. Excuse me. Sometimes you'll see them also, like Fenway Park has a seat set aside that's dedicated for POW MIAs. Well, this is called a missing man table, which is known throughout the world, and it's a single table with a chair and a place setting, a candle, a rose. And each one of them have a very special meaning related to POW MIAs. And the back of the chair is they slide over the back of the chair the logo for POW MIA. And we'll have a special dedication to the post that the disabled American vets have donated to the club to keep on display.
No, that's terrific. It just sounds like I believe we've experienced that missing man ceremony at some of the other veterans events that we've had in town. But it's always just so moving and so poignant to have that celebration. So that's just another really special part of this POW MIA Memorial Day, which again is taking place this Saturday, September 16th, free and open to the public. So we encourage everyone to come out and just take in this event again at Italian American Veterans Hall, starting at 11 a.m. Ceremony taking roughly 45 minutes, somewhere around there. So again, just a great opportunity to come out and bear witness to a very special event. Bob, what else can you tell us about the day?
Well, the other thing I'd like to say is that this would be a perfect opportunity for families to bring their children out and expose them to some history and about what it means to us to honor these men and women that sacrificed everything so that you could be free today. And that's what it means to me. And I think it's a great opportunity for families to come out and share that.
It's an absolutely outstanding point. a special opportunity for families to gather together, and especially, as Bob says, to bring kids out, to expose them to this type of event, to get them to appreciate the history, what it means to sacrifice to support the freedoms in this country. And we have so many distinguished servicemen and women in this community that we certainly can't do enough to pay homage to everything that you folks have done for this country and for families right here in Milford. So once again, POW MIA Memorial Day happening this Saturday, September 16th, over at the Italian American Veterans Hall at 11 a.m. It should be a very special event, Bob, and one that I can tell is very meaningful to you.
It is. For as long as I've been doing this, I get choked up a lot every time, and Saturday's not going to be any different because I go into a little bit more detail about Joseph Dunn. Some of the points are very, very heart-grabbing, if you will. And what I try to do is get people to know who he was personally. Trying to bring some recognition to him and honor. And, that's what it's all about. And thank God that we're not involved with any direct conflict right at the moment. That's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. And it's hard for me to explain, but you bring your family up to an event like this and you will walk away feeling different, I would hope. And be proud of America, be proud of the veterans and how much they actually did for every single one of us throughout all of the conflicts.
It's so important to continue to share these stories and make sure that they continue to live on in folks today and make sure that everyone truly understands and truly remembers the kind of impact that these stories can have.
Absolutely.
So just a really, really special day that we are so happy to promote here on The Informer. So we'll give you all of the information one more time. We can't encourage folks enough to come out this Saturday, September 16th, over to Italian American Vets to honor the POW MIA Memorial Day. Well, Bob Linney, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Once again, we thank you so much for your service, and we look forward to the event this weekend.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to come here again. And anybody that shows up to the event, by all means, come over, shake my hand, say hi, as well as all of the other veterans that will be on hand from the VFW and the American Legion.
Today we're with Nero. She's the owner, an esthetician at Soft Hands Threading and Spa. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So you opened during COVID. So that was not fun.
No, it was very tough.
It was tough. So you couldn't open for a little while, and then people could come in one at a time or whatever it was, and they had to wear the masks and all that fun stuff, right? So here you are,
Yeah.
2023, and you're going strong. So congratulations. I'm going to give you a high five.
Thank you. It's been 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And now you find you have a lot of repeat customers?
Yeah, we do. Actually, it was a very tough time for me, but now things are getting better. All the support that I got from you, I want to mention Olympia and all the chamber members. I'm so happy that you guys helped me to build up my business, and all my clients are very supportive and they're helping me. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah. So I know my daughter comes here to get her eyebrows threaded. She loves that. So now tell us a little bit of what are the services that you provide here?
We are doing facial treatment, eyebrows threading or full face threading, waxing, eyebrows lamination, eyebrows tint, and we are going to do laser hair removal. It's coming soon.
Yes.
We are working.
That's not cheap.
No.
Those machines are not cheap.
No. I know. That's why I'm working on it.
Yeah. So who do you have working with you here?
I do have one employee. Her name is Hema, and she's right there. So I do have one employee. She's helping me. I do have a repeating client, and I'm trying to give them great quality service.
Yes, I know you do. You do an awesome job. So now, if for some reason you're not open or if the door is closed or whatever, if people want to buy a gift card, this is for the guys who don't know what to buy, the girlfriends and the wives and the friends.
Yes.
You get a gift card for here, right?
Gift card here.
And so can you buy them on your website?
We do not have access for the online.
Okay, but they can come in.
They do have to come in the store and buy it.
That's brilliant. That's awesome. And so now, how would people make an appointment? Do they just call you, or?
Yes, like most of the clients, they make an online appointment now, but some of them they call. They can go online like www.softenthreadingandspa.com, and also they can call us at 508-381-1381. That is our business phone number.
Okay, that's awesome. And so, if they want to make an appointment, they can come in. They can do it on the website. Yes. You do sell gift cards. Yes. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell everybody? Where exactly are you located?
It's located at 138 South Main Street. It's very easy to access, and there's plenty of parking.
Parking here.
So it's very easy to come in here. So we do give like great service, and we are trying to do our best.
Yes, you do, and you do a great job. I know a lot of people that come in and use your services. They say you're brilliant. Yes. That's great. So now, you're originally from?
Nepal.
Nepal. Yes. That's awesome. How long have you been living here?
It's over 9 years.
9 years, yeah. That's brilliant. So here you are, you're a woman-owned business. You worked your tail off to get this up and running. You got your license and you owned your own business. That's brilliant.
Yes, so I've been working for over 9 years now in this field. So I'm trying to do my best and give good quality service to everybody so they can come and try and stop by here.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Nero.
Just a quick update on sports before we wrap things up for this week. We already are into our fall sports coverage. We've already had a couple of soccer matches under our belt, 2 very exciting games, one for the boys and one for the girls varsity team so far on the season. Both of those games are now available for streaming anytime over on our YouTube page and are also available for playback on our educational channel as well as on Verizon HD 2140. And next week, we will bring 2 new teams into the fold for our first coverage of the season. We will be following along with the varsity girls volleyball team on Monday night as they take on North Attleboro. That game expected to get underway right around 5:15 p.m. And then coming up on Friday, we will have our first look at the Milford varsity football team as they return home for their first game at the new turf field this season. And that game will be at 7 p.m. on Friday night next week as Milford plays host to the Natick Red Hawks. So 2 very exciting matches on tap for our sports coverage next week. We hope you will stream that coverage live over on YouTube. And of course, we'll have much more sports coverage for you throughout this season on Milford TV. That's going to wrap things up for this week's edition. We'll be back with you again a couple of weeks from now. Until next time, from all of us here at Milford TV, this is Tim Coet saying have a great week. So long, everybody.